Right, we're here with Luffers ahead of tomorrow's match against Chertsey. Firstly, Luffers, how's the week gone?
Um, well, personally, it's not been a great one. I've been ill all week, so if you get any cough or spluts in a minute, then that's why. But yeah, no, it's from a football perspective, it's been prior to me being sort of bed bound, it's been we had the new training facility which we were in on Monday, which was great. So big thanks to SGS for that. Really accommodating and that was a really first time we've really had a good session that hasn't been on our pitch. And then obviously Tuesday night went and watched Chertsey. We've obviously got tomorrow against Merthyr, which was a good sort of good for us to be able to just get eyes on them and find out a little bit about them. Boys then did some fitness on Wednesday, and yeah, and then we've got a new signing that we've been working hard on last 24 hours to get over the line, and yeah, it's been decent, good week.
Let's talk about the signing. It would have been announced about an hour ago on social media. How important would Nick Grimes be for Taunton?
Well, I think it shows, look, how much of a big football club this is, because there would have absolutely been, a pull from, Nick had a brilliant relationship as previous manager, and there would have been an absolute pull to go and play for him. And all things being equal, I'm sure that would have, been the preference if it wasn't football club sort of related. But Taunton being his club and somewhere he's been before, that was obviously the drawback back to us, and outstanding for us. I mean, all credit to what we've done over the last 4 or 5 months to be an option for Nick and something that he's looked at and gone, I can see that the club's on the up again. And just purely on a leadership point of view, obviously Tom, our captain's been outstanding for us, and we've got people like Eddie and Toby Down, but it adds another, and Jake Hodgson, but it adds another leader to the group, which will be really, really, really important. We're short of that a little bit. But the most important one is he's a top defender, top player, and he'll improve our 11, no doubt. And it gives us that flexibility back of being able to go, to a 3 or to a 4. And yeah, we're chuffed with it. We think it's obviously Josh Gould and Josh Showers were big signings, and this is another one that we can add. And our spine keeps getting stronger. And hopefully, the only way is up now for the rest of the season.
Fingers crossed. Now let's go look a bit to Monday now. Last Monday, that was at the training facility at SGS. How was that for the boys?
Yeah, well, it's brilliant. Like we pride ourselves on doing things meticulously and properly. We were able to do sort of 25 minutes of analysis work on ourselves, on what we were happy with from the Dorchester game. We've then, not been time restricted. Where we've been previously, we've had our slot, and you get kicked off for an under 8s or an under 10s training session, and for what we're trying to create here, that wasn't what we wanted. So we've had an hour and 45 on the pitch. We've worked on patterns, we've worked on defensive shape. We're able to look at some bits that haven't worked so well for us, and then we finished off with a recovery session in the gym. Obviously, it being a Monday is probably not the norm, but Saturday, Monday is obviously a short turnaround. So we've then been able to do a half-hour session with them in the gym to load up ready for the rest of the week. And then they're able, because it's a Monday, so you do get some positives on Monday. Wednesday, you're able to work that bit harder because you've got an extra day's recovery before the Saturday. So yeah, it's going to be massive for us, Josh. Like, absolutely huge. It gives us time to implement how we want to play. We've been rushed with that. It gives Liam Harding and Steve Murray and Ben, all the people that are coaching them, and the goalkeeper coach as well, just that little bit more time, and we can be a bit more thorough with what we want, and those percentages add into points, in my opinion. So yeah, really, really good. Obviously, we're only one in. We've got a couple now that will be the day before a game, so they look very different to what we've done this Monday. But as the season kicks on, there's lots of them that won't have that sort of quick turnaround of games. But yeah, really good facility.
You touched on a bit earlier that you went to see Chertsey midweek. What did you sort of take away from that game?
Well, really good sides. We've been up there twice now. We watched them against Basingstoke as well a couple of weeks back. The Mazzone, the centre forward's a powerful boy and brings them into play well. They've got midfield players that are dogged and run. They've got inverted wingers that put lots of crosses into your box. The back four is big and strong, and you can see why they're doing really, really well. They've got a great FA Cup run, an even better trophy run that the whole league is envious of, and they're halfway up the table in their sort of maiden season at this level. So it's going to be a really difficult game, really, really difficult. They obviously lost against Merthyr on the night, but they probably didn't deserve to, and that shows just how good a side they are because Merthyr are top. So yeah, we're going to be in for a really difficult game. Like I said, we've watched them twice live. We've had 3 or 4 games that we've recorded, so we know all about their individual qualities, and that will help us when they select their team, and we'll hopefully be able to work out how to break them down and cause them more problems they can cause us. And obviously that's the plan, but we're in for a really, really tough afternoon.
And what can the fans expect from us?
Well, hopefully a little bit more of the same than what they had at Dorchester, really. Like I said, we're unbeaten at the Signet. We've been good there all year. You know, every single game we've given other teams more problems than probably they've caused us. Maybe the exception of the Gloucester match on the opening day. So we want to keep our unbeaten run going. We want to keep being good with the ball. That's really, really important. That is us. But you know, we felt, and you can see that with the signings. You know, like we signed a top goalkeeper, a top centre midfielder, and a top centre half. You know, and we probably felt that we were a little bit giving away too many chances and too many goals. So we want to tighten up a little bit, but keep being as good as we are with the ball, and hopefully then that yields more points than perhaps we have already so far. But again, I think you asked what to expect from us. My biggest thing, and this is, you know, I think we've had 1 or 2 occasions where this hasn't happened this year, Josh. 100% effort, intensity, rally, you know, getting behind the ball quickly, winning the ball back quickly, crossing the box, you know, all of those types of bits that win your games of football. So that intensity, really important that we keep that on Saturday.
And finally, what would your message be to the fans ahead of Saturday?
Well, brilliant that they're, you know, we've missed them. The home support, the away support's been fabulous for us. Certainly down at Dorchester, even more so. We had, you know, over 120 odd there, I think, on the day, in what were only can be described as hideous conditions. You know, any grass pitch in the area was likely off. So, you know, we hope that we get a big turnout tomorrow. I think there'd be a bit of a feel-good factor about the returning sort of captain from last season. There'd be feel-good factor about what we've produced in the last game, and what, you know, I think for them at Bracknell, and this is no genuinely, Josh, at Bracknell, the support against Bracknell was the best we've had all season. Like Maidenhead was great for the last 10, 15 minutes, but I felt at Bracknell there was this energy, there was noise from start to finish, and it was proper, you know, and the fans don't probably realise that's worth points. So if they come and get behind us tomorrow, it'll make Chertsey's job that little bit harder and ours that little bit easier, because, you know, getting that intensity, if you can't play in front of that crowd, you've got no hope at non-league level. So yeah, just bring the noise, bring your mates along. Let's get a really good crowd, and let's hope that this is the start of. I think we've got 5 games at home now, and between the end of this month, 30th of November and the 1st of January. So let's hope it's the first of many sort of unbeaten wins at home. That's what we're after. So yeah, come on down and support us.
Cheers, Luffers.
Top man. Cheers, Josh.